tonight, and we are going to be talking to Instagram people and Facebook people. Welcome, everybody. My name is Deanna, and I am a reader Thursday and this Friday at forheavensake.com. You can come see me in Denver at the bookstore, or you can make an appointment online. You just go to forheavensake.com, and then you click on Deanna, that's DEA, and you click on Denver, and you'll find my schedule there. If you don't get to the right spot, it'll look like I'm all filled up or I'm not there at all. So make sure you get on the right page to book. All right, here's what's going on, spiritual seekers. We have so many retrogrades, as I'm sure you know. You've been paying attention. It's like all these planets went back, and then boom, a few of them went forward, and our emotions and our psychic abilities and our intuitive abilities are going crazy. How many of you out there feel like that? If you can give me a thumbs up or a heart. I see we've got Prince over here waving. Good to see you. And uh, looks like a bouquet. Good. Oh, love the way you spelled that. It's good to see you. And if any of the people over here on Facebook could just say hello to me, that would be great. So tonight I'm going to be doing a collective consciousness reading. What does that mean? We're going to talk about the energy shifts. We're going to talk about how you're feeling in your heart, how you're feeling in your mind, how that's affecting your spiritual connection, how you can go forward in the best way. And I'm going to pull a few of the Akashic Record Tarot deck cards to talk about what's going to be happening over the next week. So if you have a question, go ahead and put it down here in the feed, either on the Instagram or over here on Facebook. And I'll be more than happy to do a little reading here at the end. I hope everybody's doing good. If you can send me, oh, hi, Treva, good to see you. If you can send me a thumbs up and woo, and how you're doing, that would be great. And I really appreciate you joining me tonight. So let's talk about the retrogrades real quickly, and then we'll get to our readings. All right, so what we have is we've got Mercury that is finishing up its retrograde coming up in 10 days. So what does that mean? Well, Mercury is in Virgo, and that means that the Geminis out there and the Virgos, or Virgos rising, are going to really begin to reevaluate their habits and reevaluate what they're doing. And I talked to one woman today, and she's been in a relationship for almost a year, and she says, it's really not what I wanted. It's not what I signed up for. And so she's reevaluating that relationship, because that's a long time to really invest in being with someone or being near someone and developing a relationship. But if it's not working out for you, then you're probably feeling the Mercury in the retrograde time period. Okay, let's go on. That's going to affect all star signs. Oh, hello, Linda. Good to see you. Have I got any new people over here joining me on Instagram? I can't see you if you are. All right. And we have the next retrograde we're looking at is we're looking at Pluto already finished up on August 22nd. So now we're looking at Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn in Pisces is going to hang out there until November 5th. And I am telling you from the bottom of my heart, September, October, November, and especially December are going to be a really big awakening for a lot of folks in their emotions, in their minds, where they're going, where they're headed, what their life's going to look like, and in their relationships. And if you are not connected to the divine, if you're not connected to your spiritual self, God's spirit or source, you're going to have a really hard time getting through these next 3 months, because this is an emotional shakeup. This is a wake up. This is spirit saying, hey, I know you're spiritually gifted. I gave those gifts to you, and it's time for you to come on board and be part of this collective consciousness. Because there's a lot of things changing on our planet. If you look at how many things are changing, some of the things are a little scary to me, like artificial intelligence. I went to write an email to send out to all of you the other day, and when I was writing it, said, hey, let artificial intelligence populate it for you. Well, you know what? No, it's not me. It's not how I'm feeling. It's not how I'm thinking. The words look real pretty, but hey, that's not me. We've got this whole thing with UFOs that is now changed over to a different name. Why? Just kind of weird stuff like that. And just much more I could talk about, but probably should keep that quiet. But if you look, there's just a lot of stuff coming at us all at once, a lot of changes. And if you don't know, you can't see the truth, the love, and the light of any situation, you might be taken in by some of the things that are going to cause people to have fear. So keep your faith, keep your connection to the divine, and of course, Earth Mother, because we walk on her all the time. All right, so I'm going to say hi here to a few more people, and if anybody over here on Instagram, y'all are kind of quiet tonight, but we're going to make sure and say hello to Patty. Good to see you. Aurora, good to see you. Darlene, been a while since I've seen you. And uh, yeah, Travis says, I'm almost like beam me up. Yes. So that's going to be the pervasive feeling over the next 3 months. Just a lot coming at us quickly, a lot changing quickly. If you've ever had Tai Chi and they make a movement kind of like this, and then they pull back, and then they pivot, and they go a different direction, that's what we're all going to be going through, especially mentally and emotionally, and that's going to try to get us jiggy from being able to connect to the divine. So your heart is opening during these times. This is a time when your divine heart is opening and you're beginning to notice things around you. And then there's this brain here that, depending on how long you've been on the planet, it's getting kind of, you know, it's hard because especially if you've had post-traumatic stress disorder or complex post-traumatic stress disorder, or you've had narcissists or sociopaths in your life, it really has messed with your brain, especially if you grew up that way. And so now here's this divine loving light that is part of who you are, that's part of your connection to the universal one source. And it's coming in stronger than ever. And the way the planets are shifting us in that direction, stronger than ever. And if this is jumbly and this is open, that's where the disconnect is. And so these next 3 months are going to get you to go between here and here and figure out what's happening for you on the world scene and within yourself. All right, so next we have, um, let's see here. So we talked about Pluto. Pluto, August 22nd was over. Saturn was in Pisces. Okay, so with Saturn in Pisces, this is a time of spiritual renewal. This is a time of inner healing, truly going within yourself and working the hard things out. I know I thought I had worked on my shadow self, years ago. I worked on directions, and putting myself due north, and then there was more shadow stuff, and I thought I'm done, I'm good, I can coast for a while. Oh no, no, no. It's like playing spiritual Jumanji. The game is on. And you finish with, the rhinos and, now here comes the monkeys, if you want to look at it that way. So Saturn in Pisces is going to be your inner healing. It's letting go of limiting beliefs, and it is practicing self-care. And if you are a Capricorn or you're a Pisces or one of these are in your rising, you will feel it the most. Okay? So work through it, work it out. If you need help, if you're like, oh, I'm so challenged, I don't know what to do, I've got the blinders on, my ego's too involved in my situation, then what I'd like for you to do is, if you're over here on Instagram, go click the link in the bio and it'll show you how to get a hold of me and schedule a session. For those of you that are over here on Facebook, go to forheavensake.com and it'll say practitioners, and you will click on Deanna and you will click on Denver. If you don't do that, it'll look like I'm booked for the whole 2 days, and I'm there Thursday and I'm there Friday, and that's tomorrow. Today is 9/6/2023, and I will be there from 11 to 5 on both of those days, actually 11 to 6. And I looked at the books before I came on. I'm only half full. So if you want a half an hour reading, or if you want an hour energy clearing, or just a viewpoint on what's happening, so you can get pointed in the right direction and understand what feelings and emotions are coming up that maybe you're not able to touch personally because you're too involved, then book at the store. You can do it tonight by going online. If it's too confusing, call 303-964-9339. And for the people that are out of the country, that is Denver, Colorado. So you can get that area or country code. I think it's +1. Anyway, Let's see who we've got here, and then we'll go on to the next planet. I'm so glad to see all of you jumping on here. Looks like we got some great viewers hopping on with us. Hi, Darlene, again. I think I said hello to you already, but I didn't want to miss you. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. Yeah, beam me up. You're so funny, Trevor. I could join you, though. You must stand together, and we'll both hit our communicators. Joyce, good to have you aboard this evening. Chelsea, hi, how's it going? And let's see here. Yeah, Trevor, you're Capricorn. I get it. You're probably feeling this. And let's move on. Again, hello to everybody over there on Instagram. If you all can say hello over there on Instagram, you're kind of sleeping over there on me. Okay, so collective consciousness reading, that's what we're doing at the present moment. All right, so if we move to Neptune, I had to write all these out so I didn't forget. Neptune. Neptune is going to be in retrograde in Pisces until December 6th. So what does that mean? That's a heightening of the spiritual awareness. Can I get a thumbs up and hearts over here for how many of you have kind of been playing with the, being spiritual awake, and maybe you dabbled in this and dabbled that, and all of a sudden you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I so have to get into the store. I've got to find my divination tool, whether it's cards or pendulums or whatever, because I know I need to be connecting to spirit. I feel like I can't do anything else, and I'm so excited. How many of you out there are like that? Big thumbs up. Maybe you had it before, kind of put it on the side, and now it's full front and center. I had some people, yeah, Angelique, right on. She knows where it's at. And that's something that I've been finding with a lot of people that have been contacting me for sessions is they're renewing or refeeling that spirituality, and that's going to be so important because along about January of next year, things are going to shift again. And a lot of the stuff that you're seeing on the world scene, you'll have to know, is this true? Is it not true? Is it being made up? How much of it's being made up? How much of it is, being put in there to manipulate me into fear? I mean, I got to tell you like I'm seeing it, but hello, Danny B, you have to be able to discern this for yourself. And that's the whole reason for moving this kind of out of the way or getting it attuned so that your heart mind, which is the mind that is here in this world and navigates, can have a clear connection up here to the spirit mind. So I want you to think for a minute of a submarine. The submarine's down here and it's got the little periscope that comes up and it looks around. We're almost upside down in that because our little periscope that looks around is our spiritual divine self and tells the brain and the third eye, here's what's coming. And if the heart is not involved in that, it gets mixed signals and sometimes you feel upside down. Luckily, there is an energy clearing for that. You can clear out the chakras. You can look and see specifically what that is, and you can transmute that energy through all lifetimes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just one lifetime that you're feeling; it's many. And you're clearing up karma, and this is the best time to do it. This is the supersize, if you will. This is the what do they call that? You stick a little sample in it and it goes around centrifuge. This is the centrifuge time. Because even though these times are hard, and even though they can emotionally and spiritually bite, if you will, for lack of better polite terms, if you step up to the plate and you work on yourself and you open your heart and you stick with these times, you're going to be so much better off and you'll be able to get off this karmic wheel, for those of you that know what I'm talking about. So love and blessings to everybody. All right. I'm going to finish up with the collective consciousness reading, and then I'll take a few questions. So, hello. It looks like the Beautiful has joined us over here on Instagram. Good to see you. And looks like we've got a few more people wanting questions answered, and I will get right to you here. Let me finish this up. This is such an important message. So, we have, we've got the Saturn in Pisces. Okay, that goes till November the 5th. That's spiritual renewal. That's letting go of limiting beliefs. How many of you out there are like, I used to believe this, but that's not true, right? You're right on the money. This is a very pivotal time in the history of this planet. That's what I'm telling you. So the next thing is, we have, and that'll the renewal and the letting go of limiting beliefs and finding more self-care, especially going to hit the Capricorns and the Pisces. Okay, so you all find a way to take some saltwater baths, get some crystals, and take care of yourself. All right. Then the next thing we have is Neptune. Neptune will be in retrograde until December 6th in Pisces. And it also is aimed at heightening your spiritual awareness, your intuition, your connections. So if your spidey senses are waking up and you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what modality to look at, I don't know where to go, I'm just so excited, come see me at the bookstore. We'll walk you through it step by step by step, and I'll get you turned around and headed in the right direction. Because if you just go off and go, oh, I'm going to try a little bit of this, I'm going to try a little bit of that, you know, then your energy is too dissipated. And for the next 3 to 4 months, dissipating your energy is not a good idea for everybody listening. Is bringing your energy in and cutting off what doesn't honor you and taking care of quickly to resolve what's wearing you out. If you can, give it to somebody else to help you out. All right, next one. We have Jupiter. Jupiter will be in retrograde in Taurus. Oh, that'll be fun. Until December 31st. So, you know, Taurus is a very beautiful energy, and it has a lot of passion and drive behind it. And then you put it in Jupiter retrograde, you know, it's like taking one of those, what are they? I can't remember the name of them, one of those little pea shooters, you know, and you'd have a stick like this and you'd put your rubber band in it and you lean it back and then boing, there goes the pea. And that's what it's going to be like. Again, you're getting the heightening of spiritual awareness, intuition, and your connections. Really looking at self-worth, aligning with the goals, and doing. This is so important. If you are a Taurus or a Sagittarius, for the next 3 months, line up your goals and do one thing at a time. No ADD, okay? For me, I have so many responsibilities throughout the day that I will draw. I actually have a whiteboard here in my office where I draw out different times during the day to work on one thing, and that's it. And if I have the ADD, oh, I should do this, I should do that, I should do this, and you're going to do all that and get nothing done, that's not where it's at. Take a piece of paper and you say, okay, I need to do this, 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 and this, but right now I'm sticking on this. And breathe through it. Because I find sometimes I want to get up and walk around. It's like, nope, breathe through it and refocus yourself, okay? I hope that helps. Then Uranus, or Uranus as they're calling it now, it's a transformation and a time to let go of what is stagnant. It's the same message almost over and over from each planet in retrograde, only just slightly different and affecting slightly different star signs. And this will go on until January 27th. So if you've really found some value in that over here, I'm going to ask Instagram to share this video if you've enjoyed it, or give me a thumbs up, a like, or leave a comment below if you thought it was poop. Because any feedback is good feedback for me, and the desired outcome is to serve all of you as much as possible, because you know I love each and every one of the spiritual seekers, and you can find me here every day here on Instagram. All right, anyway, I'm going to go ahead back over here to Facebook, and we're going to finish up the questions we have over here. We have a beautiful following on the For Heaven's Sake book. Boy, I'm having a hard time today. On the For Heaven's Sake book Facebook page, there's a fantastic following. I see these people almost every other week. Absolutely lovely. So we're going to go back and answer some of their questions and see what's going on there. All right. It says, Christine Hendrickson, if you're still here, can you give me a thumbs up? Because I'm going to shuffle my Akashic Tarot deck. Kaylee Dawn, good to see you. And Christine, let's see if there's a message for you. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're still on tonight. All right. Good. Okay, Christine, I'm pulling one card for you. Like I said, I'll be at For Heaven's Sake Book in Denver on Thursday and Friday. Today is September the 6th, 2023, so I'll be there tomorrow and Friday. And the Christine, the reading for you is the Muse. It's a beautiful card. I'll show this over here to the Instagram peeps. It's the Muse. So I don't know which star sign you are. What I'm seeing is that you've got to find some passion in whatever you're doing. A muse is somebody who usually helps an artist to create where they otherwise would sit stagnant. So it feels like you're a little apathetic in your life right now, like you just can't find a reason to get going, but you know that you could be or should be, depending on like the should word. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Thank you so much, Christine, for your lovely question. All right, any questions on Instagram? Let me kind of see if there's anything over here. Nope, no questions on Instagram. All right, kind of quiet tonight in the Instagram world. All right, Patricia, would love to hear from, hang on a second. Sometimes when you all put a new comment on here, it scrolls down. Patricia says, I would love to hear from my sister. Patricia, I'm more than happy to do a mediumship reading for you. Tonight I'm doing a reading for the collective consciousness and drawing the Akashic Tarot deck. So if you would like to get a mediumship reading, go ahead and call the store. Ask for me, Deanna, in Denver on Thursday and Friday, and schedule you a half-hour appointment, and we'll do a mediumship reading. And that way we can do it more intimately. I can find out what's going on for her and you. She feels kind of like she's stuck a little bit in between the worlds, like there was something happening for her at the time that she passed that she didn't want to leave. So there's some messages there. So let's get together and we'll take care of that for you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and close out that question. Okay. Angelique, hey, it's nice to see you. So glad to have you aboard. Okay, and oh, I got a question over here from Kaylee. Okay, on my Instagram, peoples. And Kaylee, let's pull a card for you, and then we'll go down here on our Facebook page. Woohoo! You know, cards keep falling. I don't know what's going on with you all tonight, but there is something good. Anytime a card falls out when I'm doing readings, I always know there's an important message. All right, Kaylee. The card for you is the King of Roses. Here's the King of Roses. So what that tells me is you have a definite presence in your life and other people's lives, and you are basically the king, if you will, of all that you do and see. So that gives you a lot of power. It's a masculine energy, and that may be something that's challenging for you right now as opposed to the divine feminine. So there may be a balance that needs to happen in there. Watch your grocery shopping. I hear your guides say, I don't understand what that means, but hopefully you do. All right, big hugs and kisses to you. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Thank you, Kaylee. All right, back over here to the Facebook people. And Danny B, whoops. Hang on a second. Got things going everywhere. Where were we? Ah, there we are. Okay, Danny B, always good to see you. Let's see here. Angelique, if you're still with me, give me a thumbs up. Our hearts. Says I'm having a new baby in a few weeks and I'm packed to move as we're here right now. Well, congratulations. That is awesome. Be careful on your journey. You say you're packed to move, and it almost feels like that if you put too much strain or stress on the move, maybe carry too much, pack too much, give some other people some of the work, let them handle it. Don't put too much stress on yourself in your last little bit of time that you have until your beautiful baby is born. And this baby really feels like it's going to be moving. If it's not already moving right now, just constantly go, 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 go. And it's going to be a very busy little one. Feels like a girl, but I don't know for sure. All right, go ahead and close that out. And yes, Danny B says she's feeling it tenfold in the past 2 days. I'm telling you all, if you can't get a hold of the spirituality and things seeming like they're going around and everything's switching and busy and it's really causing you a lot of anxiety, give me a call. Let's do an Akashic Records clearing. What that means is we will look into the records of Akasha, which there are 2 sets that I'm aware of. One of them is your energy field and your etheric body right here. And if you've got all that energy going in here that's keeping you all over the place, let's clear and transmute it so you can have a clear head and a more centered heart. And most of the people who work with me, about 99% of the people that work with me tell me they feel lighter during the session and lighter after the session. And then they have clear thinking and a path to follow to get themselves feeling better. All right. Amy says self-love, love and mirroring during this time. Keep acting with love and clarity. Yeah, absolutely, Amy. You stay centered, you stay focused the best you can. Please let other people handle their own stuff, you know, and you focus on you. If you have kiddos, keep them strong and balanced as well. Lots of saltwater baths, a lot of salt in, you know, if you know how to do that. Um, I'm so glad that you're here, Amy, and hope to see you soon. All right, going to close that out. Let's see here. Let's see. Danny B saying something about, oh boy, here comes, oh, Uncle Jupiter. You are not kidding, and you're so funny. All right, let's see if I have any other questions over here on Instagram. I don't. All right, and Treva, let's see what's going on for you. Treva, you have, I'm not even going to pull a card for you, Treva. I hope you're still here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're still there. But Treva, I'm not even pulling a card for you. I could. I guess I could pull one. But your message is so clear, you give me goose pimples. So anytime I'm working with somebody and I feel that energy 100% straight on, that's when I get these cold chills. It's okay during the summer, but it's rough during the winter. All right, here you go, Treva. That pretty much lines it up for you. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. Okay? See that monkey? Mm-hmm. There's some monkey business going on in your life. There's people that are telling you one thing and doing another. There are people that are two-faced in your life right now, and ask God, Spirit, Source to help you see the truth, the love, and the light of that situation, because they may not be lying to you on purpose to hurt you. They may be lying trying to protect you, but a lie is still a lie. And that goes back to what we were saying earlier. You're having more spiritual awareness, connection with self-worth, and goal setting. So if you got some people in your life, Treva, that aren't on board with the direction you're going, maybe some time to reevaluate and have some hard conversations. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. And I'm looking back over here on my Instagram peeps, and I don't see anybody else asking for a reading. All right, Darlene says, do you see a moving date for me? Darlene, I'm going to be funny for a minute. You gotta have a little laughter in each and every show. Anyway, March feels like a good month as far as a moving date. However, March is going to be really kind of one of the snowier months, and the snow is going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So we'll get a big dump. Denver, Littleton, Aurora, and then it'll dry for a while, and then another big dump. So you'll have to time it, you know, in between the snow dumpings. Just be careful if you're renting a truck. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. And let me know, Darlene, if that feels right down in the comments below. Patricia Wondolowski. I love that. That's an awesome name. You are so welcome. Angelique, let's see. I thought we did a reading for you earlier, but let me see what we got for you, Angelique. I don't know if your guides are trying to be funny. But Angelique, I hear your guide saying banana, 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 banana. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's a childhood joke. Not getting enough potassium. I don't know. But your guides are just repeating themselves being funny. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Thank you for coming. All right, Patty, please provide a message. Of course, Patty. You have 2 moves coming up in the next 60 days. You have one in 30 days and you have one in 60 days. The moves feel internal at the 30-day mark and external at the 60-day mark. So whatever's going on in your heart and your emotions at this time, your guides are telling me it's the fourth card down. Hang on. Light of the world. Okay. Patty, if this resonates with you, you feel like you're one of those that's getting messages to become more spiritual or follow what your guides are telling you, could you please give me a thumbs up and let me know over here on Facebook? I would really super appreciate that. Okay. So the first movement within 30 days is going to be in the heart, and then 60 days after that, I feel it's going to be more a physical movement. You may not like move from one house to another, but it's a physical movement, you know, of objects, items. Um, it may be just cleaning your house out, or maybe you don't feel the same anymore, something. All right. If you have any problems or questions, Patty, and everyone else, I am at For Heaven's Sake Books in Denver tomorrow. Today is September 6, 2023, and I will be there tomorrow, and I will also be there on Friday. So you can call the store during normal business hours at 303-964-9339 and ask for Deanna, D-E-A, Deanna. And then if you go to the website and want to book an appointment, be sure and click on the Denver location. There's two different stores, Denver location and then Deanna, and it'll put you right into my schedule. When I looked earlier before I came on, my schedule's about half full for both days, and those will fill up so fast, so get right on it. And it is okay for you to book online, no problem. All right, I'm going to go ahead. You are welcome. Oh, Angelique, you're welcome. And Angelique says she is in the process of packing. Oh, and she's, right, she's having a baby girl. Oh, that's so awesome. Angelique, I'm so excited for you. Just be careful, okay? Let somebody else do the heavy lifting. Don't wear yourself out there, okay? Or that baby girl's going to come faster. Oh, I'm so excited. Make sure you send me a picture when she comes. I would love to see her. All right, Yolanda, darling. She says she wants a reading. Looks like my Instagram peeps are just giving me the eyeball at this point, watching what I'm doing. Wait a minute. I have a little, another little set of cards over here. More oracle cards. Okay, Yolanda, here's your reading. Treasure Island, do you see that? Treasure Island. And if you look really closely, when the treasure box is open, you see that face reflecting in there and all the hearts around it? You see that over here, the little face reflecting on the lid? Yolanda, your gift is within. You are one of those that are having that inner healing going on and learning to let go of the old. And when you do, you're going to move forward in such beautiful and amazing ways. And that's where the treasure is. It's in here. Okay? And your connection with the divine. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. I hope that resonates with you. You can put a little comment down here below if you'd like. All right, and let's see the next one. Deb Williams. Took me a little bit to get down here to you. Deb, my darling, if you're still with me, can you give me a thumbs up? Thank you. Okay. Deb, I don't know what you're going through right now. The card is not for you. That's what the card literally says right here. Not for you. See? Not for you. Right there. Okay. So what does that mean for you, Deb? It means if you see that face right in there and what is above the board there, the chessboard, okay, and the person is looking from behind, like from behind a window or an encasement, if you can see that. So what that means is what's going on in your life is not for you. Stand tall, stand true. like a weeping willow. Have you ever seen a weeping willow tree and got the really long branches that come out, look like big beautiful hair? And if you've ever seen one of those in a tornado, or if you've been in hurricane conditions, you will see that willow go back and forth and back and forth, and all the leaves will go one way and then all the leaves go the other way. But it doesn't get uprooted because its roots are deep, and it has that bendability. So that's what I'm saying for you, Deb. And I took a little bit of extra time to make sure that you got that reading, because that's where you are. What's going on around you is for other people. They're learning, they're growing, they're shaping. Just keep on keeping on. Okay, if you need any help, let me know. More than happy to help you with a reading at the store on Thursday or Friday. All right, I'm going to move right on. Travis says she felt that. Thank you. You are so welcome. All right. And I'm doing readings on Instagram and over here on Facebook. And there's another gal here, Jackie. She says, can I get a reading, please? Jackie, if you're still there, can you give me a thumbs up? You're welcome, Darlene, and you're in Florida right now. Woohoo! Hey, if you're in Florida, Darlene, and you're like, I really would like to get a reading, or any of you, if you go to forheavensake.com and you click on practitioners, click on Deanna, click on Denver, you're going to find my find my schedule, and you can schedule yourself even if you're in Florida. It should convert the time for you. And then we can either do a Zoom call, a FaceTime call, where you can see me in real time if you want. No worries. I understand, Darlene. You're in Florida and your Learjet's in the shop. I get it. Oh, that's too funny. All right, looks like Jackie is still with us. All right, Jackie, let's get you a reading. All right, Jackie, interesting. I don't know what's going on in your life, but you have the presence of Archangel Michael. So no matter what troubled waters that you're walking through, and I'm getting cold chills on this, no matter what your troubled waters look like around you right now, Jackie, I want you to stay centered and balanced to make sure you reach out and get help if you need it, all right? I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Patty gave me a thumbs up. Good. I'm glad that resonated with you. Hey, Veronica. It's been a while since I've seen you. I'm hoping you're having a great night. You're welcome, Patty. I'm glad that resonated with you. Danny B, likewise, you're welcome. Angelique, you are so welcome. Angelique says, I'm so scared of having her early. I think I'm 37 to 38 weeks. Take it easy. Don't lift too much, because when you do, that works your abs. So just be good, and you're gonna be fine. Let's see here. Okay, so Travis says she could resonate with the reading I gave her. Banana meant slipping, maybe for Angelique. Just saying, be careful. Okay, interesting spin on that. And I appreciate you sharing your opinion on that, because certainly sometimes I get messages and I don't always know, but the person that's receiving usually does. All right, I'm going to do a couple of more readings here. If you're joining us on Instagram, we're also doing readings over here on Facebook. So combining the two, and I've been here almost 40 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. If I missed you tonight, it wasn't on purpose. And you can always call the bookstore in Denver at 303-964-9339. I'm there on Thursday and Friday, and my schedule is about half full when I came on tonight. And I can do a half-hour reading for you. We can do a Akashic tarot deck reading. We can read your past life energies and then clear them, so you don't have to carry that baggage around. Especially right now, there's so much coming up for a lot of people through hundreds of lifetimes. And yes, you heard me, hundreds of lifetimes if you're an old soul. All right. Let's see here. Veronica. Veronica. King of Scrolls. So what that tells me is you're one of those people we were talking about earlier in the collective consciousness reading, of where, it's time for you to look at what's going on and set some goals and move forward. And don't be afraid. All right, I'm going to close that out. And I'm going to go ahead. It looks like you're welcome, Yolanda. That's awesome. Deb, you're welcome. Deborah says you're on point. Good. I'm glad. Spread the word. Let's see who else we have down here. Jackie giving us a thumbs up. Okay, Danny, why don't you reach out to me at the store so we can get together and do an in-depth reading, more in-depth for you, because you got a lot to cover. And I'm glad you're doing good, Veronica. Jackie, you're welcome. And Amy, yes, find me later. Let's get together. You could actually book it at the store. I usually don't do 15-minute readings because there's so much to talk about. But Amy, if that's what you're needing, just reach out to the store and get on the schedule for tomorrow and remind me that we talked here. And that's about it for this evening. It's been my pleasure to serve all of you this evening. And like I said, I am at For Heaven's Sakes Books. Thank you for pointing out if things resonated with you and you felt like you were getting some value out of this interaction. Again, if I didn't get to you, you can certainly over here on Instagram click on the link and it'll get you over to get you an appointment booked. And if you're here, you can go to For Heaven's Sakes .com and click on practitioners, I believe it is, or spiritual advisors. Look for Denver, Colorado, and Deanna. Click right on there, and it'll take you right over to me. And you can schedule a time, or if you'd rather, call in the morning at 303-964-9339, and one of the beautiful folks that serves people there will answer the phone and get you booked in for the appropriate time. So have a great, wonderful night. Big hugs and kisses to everybody as we ride through this amazing time in this world. All right. If you have any questions, please reach out and I'll be more than happy to help you. Have a good night.